And from Vishnu to you, it's Persona 1.
Damn, I wish Matt, does Vishnu return in Persona 2?
Yes, he does, but it's a very high-level Persona. But not the loading screen.
Not the loading screen. No, that would have been so perfect. It was Vishnu to you, it's Persona 2.
Damn. And today we just make our way through the rest of the subway terminal to get to the west side of town. I don't know why the hell it would have to look so goddamn dilapidated. Probably because Maggie likes it down here.
So in our
New enemies, Wyvern and Siren.
In our last part, we got rid of Yoga Jr.
Yes.
So now that we got past him, what are we doing? Like,
We're now trying to get back to the east side of town to get to the castle where the girl lives.
yeah.
Anyway, this here lovely little lady's a Siren. Like I said, of all female monsters, they're pretty much specializing in tier 2 magics. This one here prefers gravity, wave, and will induce either fear song or happy song with you. However, females are easy held to charm with Mark or Nate. Or more so Mark than Nate. I was just playing the harp tune there, that's why I let it go on.
We play the harp to your demise.
Here, Johnny. Can you imagine one day if Mark wanted to oh yeah,
Throwing
spell
out a-
card limit.
Throwing out a spell card.
Yeah, you only have about up to the space of 12. By and large, it's more than enough for you to understand which it is, but the general rule of thumb is throw out the weaker ones to get the stronger ones, unless you know you're going to need that one particular card for a spell.
Now, when you're using a spell card for fusion, you obviously use those spell cards. It's not like they stay in your inventory, right? Okay.
Absolutely. I no longer need Kimono because I'm no longer afraid of her at this point. Oddly enough, now at this stage in the game, even Bystrike don't hurt my party members too hard.
Kyoto shot at the kimono card with a tear running down his cheek.
Exactly. By the way, can you imagine Mark putting on like a really scary black eye face whenever she glares at the demon? Ah!
What, like Eddie Griffith?
No, just like a dude who was put in jail for 20 years.
Like Eddie Griffith?
Like Eddie Griffin, yeah, okay. I wonder. Now I take a spin around here because Mark wanted to practice his moonwalker. Then I decided to go east. I must have got something good here, or no, I just got hurt.
What happened there?
I probably got hurt.
No Sheb. What did you think hurt you?
Well, because it's been so long since we recorded this segment, I don't even remember. Probably curse magic or something.
Well, this is stuff you recorded Memorial Day, wasn't it?
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. So,
Son of a bitch, right at the stairs and I black out.
the fumes are getting to you.
Yeah.
Hey, if it was Philadelphia...
Or it's probably that burrito we gave Mark.
And there's no ventilation in here.
He farts and it's a nuke more. Welcome to the east side of town.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's under darkness. There's a reason for this.
Looks like it's under TV scanning.
It is. I'll show you why later. We can't get through the mountainside because, school kids. So we have to go through the black market.
The black market.
Yeah. It is what it sounds like, too. I just decided to scoon around all this place here just to, map out the place. But decided nothing here is worth my interest, so I try to leave. Uh-oh.
You got pushed back.
Yeah. I try to explore every other opportunity here, and I realize I'm ultimately boned.
So, hold on, but then... Alright, is there a save point here?
Yeah, there is.
Okay, so it's not really a point of no return,
It's a dungeon.
It's a dungeon. But you can't leave it once you go in here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well...
I keep showing off I'm going to show off all the possible ways to show you, to really beat it into your head that, yes, you're fucking stuck.
Okay, well, so, alright, so that brings up another question, very important question. Is this the point of no return at this point in time?
No, this isn't really what one would call a point of no return. This just means that this is the dungeon.
But you can't leave it.
You can't leave it till the dungeon's done.
Until the dungeon's done. Okay, so with that said, inside here, is there a save point?
Yes.
Is there a place where you can heal for free?
Yeah, not for free, but the healing is really cheap.
Okay. Would you give a warning to first-time players to make sure you're at a proper level here? Otherwise, you can end up in a dead game if you're too weak.
You really won't end up in a dead game in Persona 1. Even if you come in here like lower level, like 20 or so.
Yeah.
So long as you pick off the weaknesses correctly and understand and have a solid understanding of the demon classification at this point in the game, you'll do just fine.
Okay, I wanted to make sure.
I will admit, however, that your money is going to be hurting a bit because you get a whole bunch of great upgrades here. Her Majesty's resting comfortably. You get a whole bunch of great upgrades here that I can't take advantage of yet because I went back and bought Brahma, which I still think is well worth my time and money.
Her Majesty has a really shit steel door.
It's basically the queen of a slumlord empire.
Queen of the black market.
Yeah.
At least has its own velvet room.
Yeah, who knew? He gives you the fusions on the down low. Let me see.
Now it may
I
not
do
be
nothing.
completely legal, but who cares?
I do nothing of importance there. Let's see what fusions I try to make up. If I were you, I mean, if you really have an intention of making the persona Bishamonten, or in this game Bushido, I wholeheartedly recommend that you try to get the Oh, you know what? Now I know what the hell I do here. Sometimes I went to the blue. Even when I see the correct fusion in mine, sometimes because I see the right arrow, it kind of throws me off sometimes, and I have to remember that's the first card in the fusion rather than the second. So ultimately what ends up happening is that I try to go back and save every once in a blue just so I keep myself abreast of things.
So you don't accidentally do something you don't want to do.
Right.
And reset.
More like I don't give myself a less than optimal persona.
Yeah.
I buy bullets here as well as a few guns if I can afford them, but it's usually just bullets so I can make a more powerful persona power.
Well, I won't be speeding up this particular shot because you don't take very long here anyway.
Alright. 5, 6, 7. Very good.
So the mage killers are bullets.
Yeah.
Or are all these bullets?
No, usually with these guns they're organized in a way that they're organized in order for the characters. For example, the top 2 are handguns for Mary and Elena. The next ones are machine guns for Heiyu and Brad. The next 2 are shotguns for Mark and Yukino, and then the last 2 are the rifles for Nate, Ellen, and Chris. And then after that, it's bullets. Needless to say, judging by the names, you would think by the name of the bullets that they inflict some special statuses, and you would be correct. Mage killers inflict silence on enemies if they hit.
Are they particularly strong against mages?
No.
Oh.
I know. Well, the thing is, though, is that this game wouldn't really have a strict classification of mage because every monster in the game usually does some degree of magic or other.
I think mage killer, and I think of the
Mage masher.
No. Well, but that and the bonuses you can equip in 9.
Ah.
Like you equip like dragon killer,
Yeah.
you do more damage to dragon.
But there was no mage slayer option in that game for power up for that. It was the closest I think you got was man eater.
Well, yeah, that's for human
humanoids.
monsters. Yeah, humanoids, aliens.
Yeah. Now that we have a box of mage killers ready to go, I go to make gaseous.
Did you bring the mage killers?
Oh,
wink, wink.
Now with gaseous here, which with the fusion I make here, it gets a lot more powerful because not only do I give it the 20-point bonus from the blue arrow fusion, I also managed to get myself an extra bonus in power thanks to the bullets I throw into the mixture as well. So it comes out with Curse More, and it has a hell of an offensive magic power stat, which I like to use.
And that's because of the mage killer bullets you're throwing into the mix.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, the stronger the bullets, the more powerful they get.
Mage killer is the strongest you can get at this point.
At this point, yeah. I get some more better bullets slightly later in the dungeon itself.
Yeah.
But they're not the ultimate strongest. The ultimate bullets in the game are the whispers you get from returning the Armati persona at level 55.
How many? Another question. When you return personas to get items,
you get
how many items do you get?
1.
So you get 1 bullet?
No, you get 1 set of bullets for each
Here's
character.
a bullet. Thanks. You only get 1 shot.
But the thing is, though, is that at that stage in the game, since you've really got nothing else to do with it aside from leveling up, you may as well just go ahead and return Armati all you want for it, just to get the spells. And it takes to do so anyway. Armati's an awesome persona in this game. Alright, so now that
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. Now that I've equipped Gaseous onto him, I decided to return a few of the earlier personas that I'm not using anymore, like Starion. And since I got Shaman at rank 8, what was I going to say? Because I got Shaman at rank 8, he gave me an item back in return, which is HP Essence. Those are your stat booster items in the game. Like, if you use an HP or SP Essence, you get +5 in the respective stat. But if you use a regular other Essence, you get a +1 in any stat you want.
So every character can hold 3 personas?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like I told you before, there's fusion compatibility as well, like I told you before.
Yeah, I remember that. I don't think I've ever asked how many personas someone can carry at once.
It's 3.
Okay.
Persona 2 does away with that to a reasonable extent. In other words, you get like a big list of 15 persona or so, like 12 or 15 persona, and your characters can alternate with that. Again, fusion rules, and again, compatibility takes into effect there as well, and it has a much greater effect in Persona 2 than it does here. Now that I made up a gaseous persona, and he's smiling all the way to the bank, let's visit the Chinese commodity store. This here's an awesome place because here you can start buying those dying stones.
Dying what?
Remember the tiers of magic I told you about?
Yeah.
Here you could buy tier 3 stones really cheap. We're talking like $8,400 for a tier 3 powerful spell. See, like Infer Rock, Glacier Rock, Gale Rock, and all that shit.
But are they items, or do they just teach you the spell?
They throw your items you've used in Fusion, and the persona will learn that at the second rank. Normally, I'm usually the kind of guy who will get by just fine on arrow fusions and blue circle fusions.
Yeah.
But the one time I ever recommend I ever fully recommend any player to go throwing another stone into the fusion is either when the spell inherited is a shit spell, or you're making a priestess class persona, because priestess persona don't have a lot of offensive abilities open to them.
Yeah.
For example, see here, I'm making a Deva persona. And most likely I'm going to have a good fusion with this. Most likely I've used the right ingredients. I throw in the Infer Rock. At rank 2 it's going to gain Inferno, which I'm going to need on it when I go to the castle. Plus it gives her a really powerful magic spell to make good use off of its 204 offensive magic power.
Now, you are able to see what the persona will have in terms of abilities before you fuse, right?
Right, and if you understand fusion as well as I'm trying to describe it to you here, you can make a really good guess of what's going to go into what the second spell is going to be. There's a lot to factor in, but much like technology, once you start tinkering with it a little bit, it starts to become more and more easy to understand.
I'd imagine, and I know I've said this plenty of times in earlier parts, but if I were to play the game myself and you weren't here, I'm pretty sure it...
Well, here's the thing. What I'm doing is technically optimizing. In other words, yeah, I'm showing you the best possible ways to get a good mileage out of your persona, but you don't have to do that. Matter of fact, in Persona 1 alone...
That's all a matter of preference.
Right, but like I'm saying, though, is that in Persona 1 alone, you can easily just coast by with whatever the hell you wanted to get.
But it's not just a matter of seeing what abilities a persona has right before you fuse to make it. That persona can still gain abilities by leveling up. Or is it pretty much stuck with what it has?
It pretty much stuck with what it has.
Okay.
In other words, no matter what you do with it, let me put it like this. The spells that Mary's Virgo persona has is ultimately all it's going to learn. There's a special note I want to make about the black market in the PS1 version compared to the PSP version. In the PS1 version, you could buy stuff called Elix Rocks and Elix Stones, which completely heal... Oh, wait, I'll get to that later.
Oh, I shouldn't have told you that.
This piece that plays here in the background is my absolute favorite track in this game, just because of how somber it is.
Really?
I love it to death.
I'll listen to it in the playback because I can barely hear it here.
Like I said, it's just somber as shit, but I love it.
Who the hell is that up there?
That is a fat-ass bitch. I think that's the fat girl that broke Clary's sink.
Well, I don't think that's her name, but...
She's a fat-ass bitch.
Will she become significant, or is she just there just for the sake of...
She's there for the sake of the atmosphere.
Okay.
Basically, a lot of the people here are suffering under a mad depression because of what the Queen's doing here.
You sure it's not the Afros?
Positive. They have to look like that to please the Queen.
Well, the Queen's a real bitch.
Yeah, well, something like that. Basically... It's one of those where the Queen is a tyrant.
I figured that. Well, post-editing.
Yeah.
But, the harem queen.
Yeah. As in, she's taking men to a harem. In a kid's game. Anyway.
Yes, just let you guys know, ladies and gentlemen, this game is rated kids to adults.
Yeah.
Before E for Everyone, there was kids to adults. Ah, memories. What's this, Mortal Kombat? K-Day, huh?
So basically, everybody here understands the plight of their situation. The customer here tells you to praise the Queen's art no matter what, or else she'll get mad. There's actually a reason for that.
Immune to criticism, I see.
Yeah, if you don't come here, you can't ever go to the palace itself, because then for some reason they won't let you open.
So, wait, so you have...
I love this guy's line right here.
Which one?
Your Highness, they're the great, they're the best, so let me out of here. Just the utter sadness that conveys there. In the PSP version, he's more in tune with the original script, so he's an absolute drunk. Your Queen, your painting's the best. Let me out.
So you have to visit here first before
Yeah.
you can get permission to see the Queen?
You have to do it this... Oops. I think I was just sort of dicking around here to listen to music, sorry.
Your hair. Yes. My hair.
Yeah, I'm just dicking around here for the music.
Well, I think you're just trying to show off for the sake. I think...
I talked to them twice.
Yeah. Well, some, fake mole?
Yeah.
Why?
The Queen's wearing them.
So she wants everyone else to wear moles.
Yeah, or the female, so that no maybe
It's a
attracted to her.
trend, I swear to God.
No, yeah, that or else, you know, or else.
Wear this mole, or else.
That's exactly it too. Mark's right for once. Ouch.
How many times can you talk to a NPC and they'll say certain dialogue?
That's it. They're just saying the same thing.
But I noticed like in later parts, you talk to like an NPC up to like 3 times, and they always have something different to say. Is it usually like 2 to 3 times the max?
No, there's nothing any different really. Truth be told, I'm just dicking around there because I love the music.
Matt, put the soundtrack on.
I don't have it.
You don't have this game's soundtrack, really?
No, I mean, and what I find is usually 2-minute bursts, which, while I am grateful, is ultimately, I want it extended.
You can't find it extended anywhere?
I tried. I can't seem to find it. I can find it easily for PSP, but none for this.
Subscribers unite!
Yes, please. You'll make my day.
Yeah, I should just, I probably should have said this in the beginning of the part, but we're already, how many minutes? I forget. 16 minutes in. That, we won't be really progressing with plot in this part. This part's pretty much dedicated to Matt preparing for the black market dungeon. So we're getting all the persona fusions out of the way. We're going to be showing off some more encounters.
We'll show off the encounters and the monsters. Yeah. I'll tell you what I did so that you can replicate your own success that way.
Yeah, in case you too want to be a persona. I'm sorry.
Summoner. Welcome to the Karma Palace, a labyrinth forgotten by the sands of time. A giant Egyptian labyrinth underneath a fucking black market.
Yeah, everybody has those, man.
That's what I love about Persona. It's absolutely absurd. At first, you start fighting with the basic monsters you fought earlier, but later on they get better. Or nastier, I should say.
Well, we've encountered these guys before.
Yeah.
But you're pretty well equipped. So
I'm well equipped for this.
It wouldn't take you very long to kill these guys anyway. Either that, I forgot to edit this out.
Yeah. Well, I'll go with whatever one. They'll be happy. Anyway, like I said, Eternity does beautiful on the Holy Light monsters. See that? Nate was normally the slowest person in our group. Thanks to Gashes.
So you just went right up there in terms of speed.
Yeah. And look at that damage. 247.
Jesus Christ.
From a tier 1 magic spell.
I just noticed this now. When the gun, sword command, that's what you're going to attack with when their turn arrives.
Right.
Okay, so Heiyu's attacking with the gun, Chris attacks with the sword, and Mark's attacking with his purse.
Purse, yeah. Oh, stop it, you awful kobold.
Get away, y'all. That's crazy.
Mark would actually hit him with that big back purse he's got there.
Is that a purse? I thought it was a scarf.
No, look behind Mark. He's wearing a backpack.
I just noticed that, huh? Well, the way his body's angled, you can barely see the damn thing.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's particularly because of the angle where I got him at in the formation.
Oh, so the sprite changes depending on how you form it.
No, the sprite. No, it's just where he is. That's where you can see it. That's just a visibility thing.
No. I'm saying, but there's the sprite change depending on the formation.
No. Anyway, I'm showing you guys right now the quick way to get through the labyrinth. Because I swear to God, as a kid, this threw me off for the longest fucking time.
This place looks like a pain in the ass.
It's an absolute pain in the ass on your first go. I'm not fucking kidding. I spent a week here.
Jesus Christ.
No shit.
That could be Final Fantasy 9 in a week.
Hanako!
The Jiangxis?
No. The Jiangxis are rippers in this game. They're Holy Light monsters. They like to use D-Ill and a few other physical attacks, but they're absolutely no threat. The ones in the back, though, love to spam Cursaw, Grounder, which is basically a rapid slash attack, and Shibabu, or Bind.
Shibabu?
Yeah. It looks like Olmec coughs up a lung. Anyway, because of the speed, Cursemore goes. 600.
God damn.
They only have like 200 HP, dude.
It's good to see that you're definitely...
Speeding up?
Yeah, speeding up and hitting harder.
425, they're going to.
These guys aren't giving you any trouble at all now.
Nope.
Progress!
That's not even just that I'm getting stronger, it's just that I'm now able to really fuse more effectively.
Well, I would equate that to getting stronger, because now you have the necessary materials.
Right. Anyway, I know the pathway through this entire dungeon, but every once in a blue, I'll just go out and map every square just to get my training done that way. Helps take my mind off of the repetition.
For the sake of getting better stuff. Here's what: is every dead end a trapdoor?
Is every dead end a trapdoor? No.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Just the ones inside the doorways.
Okay.
Basically, there's a lot of ways to go in this dungeon, but once you find the one correct path, it goes by real quick. New enemies! Mermaids, or parakers as they're originally called. Once again, they're night demons, so they absorb all magic but are weak to physical attacks. Note physical skills that your persona can do are not absorbed. They also don't absorb holy magic. These things just like to fuck with your statuses. Like, they like to seal your magic, confuse you. I forget one of their other abilities. I think it's paralysis. And they like to use an attack called Dead Whip. But it's no real threat.
I noticed the persona attacked 3 times, but it seemed to be choosing enemies at random.
No, there's always a certain area that they'll attack in. It's much more visible in the persona port.
So it's formation based.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, like Chris, he's over there, and since he's out of there, and since that monster's out of his range, he has to forfeit his attack.
What was she doing?
Huh?
What was she doing?
Defending.
Oh, that was it. Okay, so she's not gonna take as much damage.
Don't matter there.
I was like, fuck you with your elbows.
Yeah. Wait till I get him the Mandao spoon.
The Mandao what?
The Mandao spoon. That's what I get from returning Sumi.
Oh.
It jumps. Its attack power is 181.
So how much are we talking in terms of battle points? Like
from 65 or 92 to 181. Owies.
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
Anyway, I took the wrong path. It's far, near, and the right path. At least that's my mnemonic for it.
Well, it's pretty good. We're showing you what not to do and how to do it right.
Exactly. Which could have been averted by me just going the right way and assuming the other way is wrong. New enemies. Rakshas. These things look like Native Americans met. Looks like their parents were a Native American and a matchbox.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's with the fucking firecrackers on their chest?
Firecrackers? I never looked at it like that. I thought it was a matchbox. Anyway, these things are Yoma monsters. They know chill, but they are humorous for a different reason. They have 2 different dance attacks: Happy Dance and Sexy Dance. Or no, it's Happy Dance and Sleep Song. I'm sorry. And these things are just funny for me, really. So I don't like to bother with them too much. As I said before, they resist Tier 1 magic usually. So if I hit them with Tremor, not that hard hitting.
Yeah.
But they're weak to Tier 2.
Any Tier 2 spell or just
Tier 2? Yeah. So if I hit them with Flash, Ray, I'm using this game's jargon rather than the real jargon. Flash, Ray, Blast, Nuke, or Gravity, they'll go down.
Okay.
This has to be a pain on the back.
My knees.
You would think after the 6th time, you would think that the Queen would be really pissed off at all this, you know? Like, God damn, I wish I had thought this better. That she calls up the Queer Eye guys.
Where's the goddamn bathroom?
No bathrooms in the labyrinth.
Oh.
Though that would raise an interesting question. Where exactly would the Queen go to pee?
That trapdoor.
She pees on a trapdoor? Gross.
Oh. Double wooden doors. We must be here somewhere.
Dude. This is usually your sign of progress when you know you're going the right way.
Oh, thank God.
Welcome to an, quote, art gallery, unquote. And we find out that Selena has been painting pictures here. What is the coincidence? Add it the fuck up. Anyway, funny fact. Anyway, a lot of gamers will usually write off the black market as a whole as a huge waste of time, but I don't. The black market is where Persona starts exploring its themes of personalities and shit like that a lot better.
Alright, so hold on. So you're telling me that there's a general consensus that the black market and the black market labyrinth?
The black market and black market labyrinth can be seen as a waste of time.
Okay.
But I don't think it like that. I really think there's a point to it. This painting looks nice if you glance at it, but something's missing. And then I was scratching my balls.
So, yeah,
the talent is there, but the artist's emotions are absent. It looks too fake. I never understood that meaning.
It's actually not a painting. She just looked it up a JPEG on the internet and printed out a
Yeah, that's what I was thinking along the lines of. Like, in other words, yeah, she has the talent, but no emotion in it, and I can't really get invested in it.
And she took a JPEG out, put it in the thumb drive, put it in FedEx, Kinko's, and got it printed out. She even got a frame for it.
Nate's not the artsy type, but apparently Mary's touches his better. The PSP version trolls you in this game, because a lot of these treasures are removed and replaced with just pure damage hitting you. Pure damage. So there's no point in it.
Yeah.
But
of course,
what I got there was the metal axe is not there in the PSP version, so Mark has to make do with either the battle axe or the holy axe that he gets earlier.
Why did they remove it?
To be assholes. There's no reason why they removed it. A lot of these items I'm getting here you can actually find in the casino in the light world. Stargazer. Technically, that bow is stronger than the bow Mary's got now. But Mary's not really going to be doing a whole lot of damage unless you give her an Emperor persona. So, yeah. And I almost never give her an Emperor persona. So, I just leave her with the Bind Bow and hope for the statuses.
So we're just going to ignore the Yoga Man for now?
Yeah. Okay. We're also going to ignore equipping Nate with the Soul Sword because it has a attack rating of 42, which is stronger than the Claim Solace. But there's an attribute that has called Hit All, which means that it'll hit every enemy within his range of attack at least once. So if there's only one enemy, he's only getting one hit. And that ultimately isn't worth the time. New monster, Karen, or Carrie, which from Stephen King. No, that is really what that monster is inspired from, the Stephen King novel.
Yeah, that's pretty much who she's based off.
She also reflects guns. She has a nice little array of special attacks like Sanraigeki, Shuraigeki, Sanraigeki, Shock Eastern Impact, or Western Impact. But she goes down to Holy Magic anyway. Blue Fire, or Azuri Cessation, and Terrorize. And then, again, she reflects guns, but Holy Magic...
Does Terrorize inflict terror?
Yeah.
Okay.
Terrorize, I said, right?
You said terrorize.
Terroreyes.
Oh, so it's Terror Eyes?
Yeah.
So it's a play on words.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not laughing. Well, now I am.
Yeah, so yeah, shut your mouth.
No, I'm not laughing at... I'm laughing at the fact that it's not making me laugh.
You're laughing at the fact that it's not making you laugh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Matt, that's just how I work.
And in your mind, you go currently, it goes... Oh, heavens. Yeah, so I intentionally took the wrong way. Like I said before. Far, near, right path. And there you go. New enemy. Tick-ticks. The zombies. When you get the chance, you might want to grab one of these. You'll need one of them for your Illuyanka fusion I'm going to make up later.
So, will you be getting this guy later? Or
yes, I will get him later.
Okay.
Like I said, if you want to be really efficient with it, have Maki Holy White the Paraker there, and it'll take out the zombies as well. And from there, you can just use your guns and just blow out the other mermaid. But I like ranking up my persona.
What's that supposed to be? A rubber chicken?
Who? Tik Tik?
Yeah, no,
Zombie Chop.
The persona that Nate's using.
Oh, it's a giant chicken, yeah.
It's giant.
But whatchamacallit, Vidolfnir, or Gaseous in this game, also returns for something called the Charm Bow, or as it's known in the PSP version, the Papagino. Sounds like a pizza. Sounds like a pizza.
Oh, Papa Gino. No, Papa Giorgio. That was the guy. That was the alias in Vegas Vacation.
But in all fairness, though, that Papagino that Mary gets is one of her best bows in the game because it can inflict charm status. That, and like I said, the other options Mary has in terms of really strong bows are from returning persona. I don't ever really like the idea of returning. So, with that aside, that's pretty much the best you're really going to get, unless you really like the idea of hitting one enemy one time for really abysmal damage. Ah! Back to the beginning, back to basement 4 again. Not again. And sorry to say, ladies and gentlemen, while I'm still being trained up on editing editing at this point, because Johnny has no idea what to edit out and what not to edit out, he can't really make a good gesture here. New enemies, Iwates, or I forget what they're called in this version of the game actually. Chomps. These things again are Fems, so tier 1 magic is the way to go. They hit you with harder magic like Mazianga or Boltol, Megiddo, which won't hit hard for them actually, and a few other fun little moves. They're also known as a degree of monsters with like larger lips, like the Kuchisakion.
Yeah.
So basically, the ideology behind them is they look like beautiful females until you get close to them. Then they ask you if you're beautiful. If you tell them they are, and like a panicked out Asian chick, they think you're lying and they kill you.
They kill you. Wait, isn't that a folklore or something like
Yeah,
that?
all monsters in Megami Tensei are folklore.
Okay.
Hey, you leveled up again.
So if you say she's beautiful, she thinks she's lying and kills you anyway. If you say she's ugly, she kills you anyway for the insult. And if you tell her she's average, and it confuses her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Done your homework.
I know. I thank Elliot for that one because he told me he watched a movie that was based off of that.
Ah. Except, you know, those are things.
I am nowhere near as into North and all that. So I'm not just say mythology in general as you are.
Well, the thing is, though, is that I don't claim to be fully like that either.
Oh,
Or
but
even
you
if
always
I do,
see-
I can never access it
But
quick
you,
enough.
but you know a hell of a lot more than the average person I know in terms of mythology.
Right. But I still...
Yeah, I do.
But the thing is, though, is that just because I do doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to know all the intricacies.
No, but I think it's enough in a general sense.
Yeah.
You know, learn something new every day.
Too bad it's pretty much the equivalent of Trivial Pursuit. Anyway, now that I fucked that up twice, I gotta go all the way back through this again. Like I said, this is also, like Johnny said, this also helps us run into formations that we need to find out.
So we can skip a lot of the battles in the next part.
Right. Because all I'm gonna do in the next part is just make a beeline right for the queen.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what you're doing. Yeah, you didn't even watch the part ahead of time.
No, because it's like I played the game before and know what I'm doing. Anyway. Now we sidestep along like a Jimmy... I imagine... What do you think the characters would be thinking about if they were walking through this kind of place? Aside from, ow, my back.
Oh, you took the only one that came to mind. Oh, thank God. We're back. What are we doing? Oh, the chest respawned.
No, this is a different room.
It's a different room? Oh, the painting's different.
Yeah, I did go in a bit of a loop, but not in like the one where I just go right through the room and shit like that. This is a different room with different prizes. However, these are more so for your secondary characters. That's for Elena. That's for Chris, which is weaker than the which although it does give you the option which could give you the chance of inflicting shock on an enemy, the Iron Claw is ultimately a better weapon. That's a bullet. There's inflict a bind status.
It's not Trapper Keeper.
That's what I thought at first when I saw it. A fully fleshed out Trapper Keeper though would be a good blunt weapon to use.
You throw that shit pretty hard.
Fuck, throw that shit, and we'll see you guys next time.